Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? Hope you all are fine. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make my yellow and white Nigerian Garri. So if you are interested, continue watching and let's get started. So guys, to make Nigerian Garri, you need some cassava. Here are the cassava that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be washing the cassava. You need to wash it thoroughly. So here are all the cassava. I just finished washing them. So now I'll start to peel off the skin away from the cassava. To make it easy for you, you need to follow the trace of the cassava. That will make it easy for you to peel off the skin, just like the way I am doing it right now. So guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button and also remember to set that notification bell icon to all. That will always notify you anytime I upload a new video. And for my old returnees, thank you for always stopping by. I really appreciate it. And if you find some parts that is not good from the cassava, just use your knife to trim those parts away from the cassava. So now I'm going to be washing the cassava. Now I've finished washing my cassava. It's time for me to blend it. But to help the blender to work properly, I'm going to be grating the cassava into tiny pieces. That will help the blender to work very well. I just finished grating my cassava. I'm about to start blending it. You don't need to add any water to your cassava when you are blending it because cassava has a lot of water. I want to make sure we take off all those liquid away from the cassava. That is why you don't need to add any more water. So that is why you need a very strong blender to do this process. I will leave the link of the blender that I'm using right now in the description box below, so you can check it out if you are interested. So now I'm just going to be blending all the cassava until I finish blending all of them. So as you can see, I have these two bowls. I'm going to be using one for the yellow Garri. I'll be adding a tablespoon of oil. You don't need to add too much oil. So I'm going to be mixing it very well. You want to make sure the oil and the cassava mix together very well. So I got this pillowcase for the purpose of this recipe. I'm going to be using it to squeeze all the liquid out of the cassava. If you have other thing you can use, just go ahead and use it. But I just decided to use this pillowcase for this recipe. So now I'm going to make sure I use all my strength to squeeze out all the liquid out of the cassava, and continue watching and see what I'm going to do next. I'm going to be placing the cassava in another dry bowl. Then I will continue squeezing out all the liquid as much as I can. Because in Africa, they have this machine that they use to press out all the water. But now I'm just doing it with my hand. But don't worry, I will show you what to do next. So now I'm going to be squeezing the other part of the cassava, the one I'm going to use for the white garri. So guys, I've tried as much as possible to squeeze out all the liquid from the cassava as much as I can. Now I'm just going to show you how the cassava looks like. As you can see, the cassava is not yet dried. So I'm going to be showing you what I'll do next. So continue watching. So guys, the next step I'm going to be doing, I'll be placing a heavy something on top of this cassava. So this bowl you are seeing here, I'm going to fill it with water. Then I'll leave it on top of the cassava throughout the night. Then tomorrow, I'm going to show you the result. So guys, here is the next day. As you can see, that big bowl of water really helped me to take off all the liquid away from the cassava. So now I'm going to use my filter to filter the cassava very well. I learned how to make garri watching my mother and my grandfather's wives. When we travel to the village during the holidays, those days in Nigeria, they normally make a lot of garri because they sell it out to other people that come from outside our village. So we are always there helping them out, peeling the cassava, washing it for them. So that is where I learned how to make garri from. And I decided to share it with you guys because it's fun doing things yourself at home. So guys, if you are interested, you can as well try it out and let me know in the comment section. So guys, as you can see, I just finished filtering all the cassava. Now we are going to turn our cassava into garri. So but before you start frying your garri, you want to heat your pan. You want your pan to be very hot. Then you lower the heat before you start adding your cassava. And also you want to make sure you stir it very fast at the beginning because you don't want your garri to form all those lumps. And Notice if your heat is too high, you just have to reduce the heat because already the pan is already hot. And if you want to know if your garri is dry, you just want to feel it with your hands. If the garri is crunchy, then you know your garri is done. Just as you can see. So now I'm just going to take my garri away. I'm going to do this until I finish frying all the yellow garri. Then I'll start frying the white garri. So guys, here is our garri. I'm just going to continue frying it until I finish frying the yellow one. So now I'm going to be frying the white garri. The white garri takes a little while to achieve that crunchiness. So, and also white garri also form those lumps easily. That is why you want to stir it very fast and continuously. So guys, as you can see, our white garri is very crunchy. I'm going to be taking it away from the pan, and I'll be repeating this process until I finish frying all the white garri. So guys, as you can see, I finished frying the white and the yellow garri. So now I'm going to take my filter and I'm going to be filtering all the garri to take away those big lumps inside the garri. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you still waiting for? Please hit that subscribe button and remember to set the notification bell icon to all. That will always notify you anytime I upload a new video. I love you all guys, and I love to see you all again in my next video with another interesting video. Bye bye. Ciao.